We just have to help every single person out because at the end of the day, every person counts and you just gotta show them that there is hope.
What we have noticed is one of the missing factors in the wider community is that healthy web of adult relationships surrounding every child.
We have found that there's a certain group of kids that are just like relationship magnets. They've got like 5 or more developmental relationships with adults in their lives. And then most kids fall somewhere below that, but then in sample after sample, we find about 1 in 5 kids really tell us with a lot of clarity that I don't have anyone in my life who regularly expresses care, challenges growth, provides support, shares power, and expand possibility. And when we think about that, we think about how important these relationships are to kids' development. That gap, what we might call the relationship gap with that 1 in 5 kids who are saying, I don't have it, should give us all a lot of pause.
They are less likely to perform at their highest level when they don't believe that they have someone who cares for them, who understands them. So City Year is really starting to fill in those gaps.
For a lot of my students, they face instability within their relationships with adults every single day. They deal with heartbreak, they deal with disappointment from adults. It's really crucial that when they come into a school building, they have that unwavering love, sometimes stern, high expectations, and that balance of friendship, but also that kind of, we're friends, but I also have to set these expectations for you. And our core members do that every single day.
Developmental relationships are key to a healthy, functioning society and democracy. Society depends upon the collaboration of folks in neighborhoods working together to solve community problems. That can't happen without the presence of developmental relationships.
Relationships in kids' lives are like roots. They're like the roots of a tree. If the roots are strong, then those kids can grow, they can thrive in really powerful ways. And the roots are influenced by the soil in which they're growing and the air in which they're growing. If that soil is rich, then the roots are going to be stronger, then the growth is going to be better.
The ability to intentionally help young people develop strong relationships with adults and their peers is singularly important to the way that we do our work.
I don't think you should ever force a relationship, but I think having City Year intentionally work and build those relationships with the kids, I think definitely has made a change. I think the City Year and the students' relationship has definitely grown. And I think because they are having better, more intentional relationships with the students, I think our students are gonna be more successful because of that.
Absolutely.
When we talk about the multiple dimensions of relationships, it's care, it's challenging growth, it's expanding possibilities, it's sharing power, that we see our young people empowered. We see them be able to address conflict more effectively. They feel more confident in their ability to discuss things that are challenging to them, that are hurting them, that don't feel right to them.
I'd say it's helped me connect with students in a way that I probably wouldn't have otherwise. You know, I like to connect with all my students anyway, but this program gave me a structure where I had to really ask them questions I might not have asked otherwise. Like, how do you feel about your relationships with your peers or with me as your teacher? It also forced me to be honest with myself about how I was doing building relationships and how I was fostering relationships between students.
He kind of connected with the students more than any other teacher, I'd say. He cares about what we think, he cares about our opinions. He makes sure that we understand what we're learning.
When I first stepped into the classroom, I looked at it, I said, it's gonna be a good class. I already know my expectations. He's gonna ask me for work and stuff. When I first met Mr. Turner is an awesome teacher, introduced himself, and that's the kind of teacher I want to get ready to go to school for.
Ms. Brown really did help me with the 5 steps for the developmental relationships. It's because I developed a relationship with her and she developed one with me. We have a good relationship where we respect one another along with anyone else outside of CS. That really shapes us who we are as students and as we go on through our life.